Shannondale here for Jamaica Today. I'll allow the Minister of Finance himself, the Honourable Nigel Clarke, to say exactly what it is.
Today marks the final review by the IMF of Jamaica's economy under the precautionary standby arrangement of the fund. This is an arrangement that lasted for 3 years, and Jamaica has successfully completed that review. Over the course of the precautionary standby arrangement, we've implemented many structural, fiscal, and monetary reforms, and we have seen remarkable progress with respect to the Jamaican economy that has gained attention around the world. And it is wholly and completely attributable to the work, effort, and sacrifice of the Jamaican people, and we must build on these gains and ensure that the dividends from these reforms flow back directly to the Jamaican people.
All right, so the program officially ends in November. Talk to me about what will now happen the way forward for Jamaica.
So we are, this is the last review. The staff issued a press release, which you have, and they'll be representing that to the board. And the formal end is in November. Jamaica is committed to continuing and completing the reforms that are underway, inclusive of the institutional strengthening of the central bank, having an operational independent central bank, implementing a fiscal council, reforming the public sector, putting in place a disaster risk framework for fiscal management, and other reforms that can preserve the gains that we have achieved, while at the same time investing in human capital development and social protection.
And the final question, as it relates to the Jamaican people, what does it mean for them, and what are you expecting of them come November onward?
So for the Jamaican people, what this Prime Minister mentioned, what this really means is that the their government has executed on a series of commitments that are aligned with the national interest, and that's cause for some amount of celebration, even though we recognize that there's much more to be done.
Right, the hard work is just beginning.
Exactly, because to be true to oneself and to be true to the people of Jamaica is the hallmark of good governance. And the successful completion of this program means that the government 3 years ago committed to the Jamaican people to implement a series of policy initiatives designed to free fiscal space, designed to improve employment prospects, designed to improve economic opportunity, while also improve opportunity overall. And that is indeed what we've achieved. So it's very significant, especially in the context of Jamaica's economic history, where we have had 16 programs with the IMF, and these last 2 we have successfully completed, which is a record that we don't have with most of the previous 14. So it is significant because of the broad social consensus that we were able to nurture and sustain, and it points the way forward for future difficult reform. That the social consensus is a key element for challenging and difficult change in response to the circumstances that we face.
Well, thanks again, the Honourable Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clarke.
Thank you.